Welcome to Beyond the Press Release, a production of Agoracom, in which we take the time to speak with small cap executives after they put out important news. And with us today is Scott Burton, because in his words, this is the biggest news of the year coming out of FansUnite Entertainment. Trades on the CSE under the stock symbol FANS, FANS, and for our friends in the US, FUNFF, FUNFF. For those new to the story, because you saw this massive headline, you probably figured out by now, FANS is in the global online gambling market, both on the B2C and the B2B side, a market that we think has a potential to hit $1 trillion by the end of this decade. And simply because the growth in number of people who are going online, we now know it's really getting to all four corners of the planet, and the number of countries and jurisdictions that are looking to legalize gambling in order to collect that tax revenue. But up until now, most small cap investors haven't been able to really participate in that because it's an industry dominated by the big traditional gambling companies. We know the names, don't need to say them here. But with FanSunite, all that changes, and that's why we call them the small cap iGaming super company. They've got both a B2B side, where their gambling technology is for companies that already have gamblers, and the B2C side, which, as you know, is direct to consumer. More than just lip service and all this, 300,000 plus registered members on the B2C side, over $350 million in betting volume over the last 3 years. They've got UK gambling licenses now, received their Malta gaming licenses, all sorts of other things. And today they announced FanSunite acquires American affiliate, accelerating entry into the US gaming market. It's big. Scott, welcome to the show, my friend.
Yeah, thanks for having us back, George.
So I'm going to start with your quote here, because I thought this was this is what threw me, I got to tell you. The acquisition of American affiliate represents the most significant milestone for FanSunite to date. This is a year where you put out close to 30 press releases, so many of them on the biz dev side, and raised $25 million. So that's saying something. Help us understand, before we get into the details of it, how big is this acquisition to FansUnite?
Yeah, this is, yeah, I mean, it's obviously the biggest one we've done to date. We have spent, the better part of this last year looking for acquisitions, looking at many, being very, very, I'd say, picky on what we want to do. But this takes us into the biggest, and the fastest growing sports betting market in the world right now, which is the US. And we just weren't in there in a big way. We've done some deals to go in at a state level, but we were not really in there in a big way, and wanted to be, and identified the areas where we thought we could be a player in the US and a significant player, and the affiliate business is where we saw the greatest opportunities. So very fortunate to get this deal done, and now we are an extremely important player in the US betting landscape immediately.
This is essentially a $60 million deal. To be precise, 58.2 million, but I'm going to round up if you don't mind. One part of this that I really like is that the share compensation part of the acquisition is being taken at 75 cents per share in FANS. So what does that say about American affiliate and how they feel about the future of this marriage and the future growth of the, and I'm not asking for stock projections, but yeah, man, that's a lot of confidence when somebody says we'll take our stock at 75 cents, which is a pretty big premium.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of confidence. And all I can say is, I mean, in this didn't come about overnight. It's been quite a lengthy process to get here. This is a group that knows everybody in the space, in the public space, that's acquiring affiliates. I think they could have had their pick of acquirers. So they know us. They really believe in where we're going and the potential of where this can go. So yeah, they were willing to take that premium to the current price. I think everyone knows, like, the gaming stocks are at everyone's hitting a 52-week low. So the current price wasn't really representative of where our market cap we think should be. And they agreed, and have a ton of confidence, because obviously a lot of this is in stock and appreciation. So we're all very aligned on where this needs to go and where we all think it can go based on that. And yeah, I think it just shows a bunch of confidence in what they feel about FansUnite, our team, and how we can support them and just accelerate their growth and take us to kind of a whole new level as a company.
This is where I wish people could see my notes that I have in front of me on screen, because a question I had is why fans? And about a minute ago, you said, I'm sure they had a number of options where to go, because this is a company that's doing about $13 million in revenue, $6 million in EBITDA. They were definitely being courted. That's another, in my opinion, third-party validation point. Why do you think they chose fans above all others? And this had to be a really serious decision for them, because they're putting their company, into the corporate structure of fans.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think there's a few things. One, there's a relationship that goes back a long time, but I think Darius and I have spent many years in the space now. People have got to know us, how we operate, and with Chris Grove leading the group, I've known Chris for many years. Chris has previously built and sold some very successful affiliate business to Catena, became the director of Catena Media, knows everybody out there buying. So I think they really liked, how we've operated. They like the potential. So again, taking that premium and understanding how much of the compensation is going forward is going to be on the stock appreciation. I think they believe that the opportunity with us is greater than with some of those larger cap groups. And but they also know, this is now really the only pure play North American affiliate group out there that's laser focused on the US and possibly Canada, but really US. A lot of those acquirers are European based and are kind of a mix up of affiliates around the world and aren't as focused. And I think we helped, with that being here in North America, we have the focus. I think we got the eyes of the public markets here. So it's a lot of things came together, and I know they value the technology piece that we have, because this will now really be an affiliate group that has, unparalleled leadership. So people running this business that, are world class, great revenue and growth. But as an affiliate group to have the technology behind them that we have, there isn't one that exists. So there's so many exciting things that we're going to do together that I think will just take affiliate sites in the US to another level. And again, there was no other group that kind of could bring that to the table.
Yeah, and that's the linchpin. That's got to be it for sure. Devil's advocate, though. The one thing, as soon as I read this, the one thing I thought about, which is hold on, this is American affiliate. So obviously affiliate marketing is what they do. FansUnite has B2C properties. So is there a chance that American affiliate starts losing some customers because GeorgeCom, iGaming says, well, I can't do business with you guys anymore because you're now part of FansUnite and they're a competitor of mine. So how do you address that potential concern?
Yeah, so it works really well that they are American affiliate, because we've been pretty clear in the past that we have no intentions right now of going into the US as a B2C player. The customers that this group has includes DraftKings, Penn, Barstool, MGM. We're not going to go in. We're not going to go in and compete there because of the customer acquisition cost. So but we also didn't want to be shut out of the US market. So we've really thought about where's the best position for someone like us to go in, technology group, and so the affiliate really played to us. So we won't have any brands on a B2C casino or sportsbook that are competing with any of those groups. So we're not competing directly with any of their customers. What I am, excited about is that we now have relationships with all those groups, and we know that some of them are going to need technology because we know some bigger players are going to be dropping customers coming up in the new, next year as things grow, as they get acquired. So we now have, relationships at the highest level of every big operator in the US now through this acquisition.
For your B2B products, right? So you can walk right in the door and say, hey guys, we're all family now. Let us show you what we got. Yeah. Do you as part of this acquisition, again, $60 million for lack of a, just to round it up, is part of the value proposition for you guys that not only is it just a powerful standalone business that's growing, which in and of itself is fine, but that it may open doors. And do the guys also share, does the management team also share that feeling that the B2B side could get a real boost out of this?
Yeah, they're excited by it. We're excited by it because we're releasing sort of the executive team in a separate press release because it deserves its own release, because it's 6 amazing people that we're getting on board, and 2 of them come directly from the sportsbook B2B industry, who are constantly being contacted about, we need a new platform. So specifically, we've got Alec Driscoll and Sean Hurley. Both were formerly senior level at companies like GAN, which is a technology provider.
Yeah.
Sean Hurley headed up DraftKings when they launched into the US. So
very well known. I mean, that's an
very
incredible
well known
addition. Just there
Yeah.
alone, it's an incredible addition.
Yeah, and so they're very well known in the B2B sportsbook space. They've either sold them or they've either been the acquirer of them. And yeah, again, the doors that are going to be opened and our ability now to go and have conversations in the US is accelerated faster than we could have expected, by getting 2 people like that on board.
And on that note, Scott, could you have imagined at the beginning of this year, look, you've been heading up this company from day one, when it was private, slow growing, getting that reputation, growing, took it public last year, did a big $25 million raise this year, which I thought was going to be the pinnacle for the year, which would be a fantastic pinnacle. Did you ever foresee at the January 1 that this kind of you'd make this kind of acquisition and set yourself up for unbelievable power in the US market?
No, to be honest, like I said, this is a group that I think could have had their pick of purchasers. So I think in our minds, especially seeing how the market had been, fairly frothy for a while and high valuations and that, I think we'd always want to do something large and transformational. And we always think that way because we want to be, a very big company very quickly. But I think we kind of set ourselves on a few more smaller acquisitions, maybe some that needed a bit more support. I think one of the beauties about this deal is it comes with an amazing team. So, they don't require anything from us to go in operationally. They just keep doing their business. All it does is let them go faster. So I know how aggressive they want to be on mergers and acquisitions on the affiliate space themselves. I think that's where we come in. But no, at the beginning of the year, getting a deal like this, obviously we like to think big, but this is probably bigger than I expected we'd pull off for the next acquisition.
So, message to shareholders: the company is in the most powerful position it's ever been in.
Yeah, I mean, we set ourselves up with that financing you said, so put us in a great cash position. But really, it was to be able to pounce on M&A opportunities. So we've done that now.
So smart.
And the other thing is, this is a highly profitable business already. So again, they don't require any of our executive expertise other than on maybe the public market side or the financings, and help wherever we will. But really what we can help with is access to capital. And we know that we're going to be aggressive in this space. We intend to be very soon, the largest US affiliate out there. And I think we're, already getting close with just this acquisition. So that's where we're going to focus now, is how does fans help accelerate the American affiliate growth? Where do they need us? And that's really where I think we'll be able to help is making sure we can move quickly and get more deals done. But it doesn't require us to put capital in. So again, a lot of the M&A we looked at, they're either going to need, a lot of our support on an executive level, but also financially. So they're, they might be generating revenue, but they're not making money. This is a high margin, profitable business day one. And so it's not like we have to sink money into it to grow. Anything we spend will be for, good acquisitions, scaling up quicker, but we know we can do that profitably within that business line because we know the margins they make and the projections we've seen.
I got to ask, and you don't have to answer, but look, I've been in this business for 25 years, so I see a lot of angles, right? Does an acquisition like this suddenly from the capital market side internally start to turn towards, hey, we got to start considering uplisting either to the big board TSX or the NASDAQ, right? Because you're a tech company, fantastic get tech, iGaming. You're gonna have some pretty serious revenue and EBITDA now that you're gonna be put on the books over the next 12 months. Are you able to comment on whether you start that's creeped into the conversation? I would think if I was being acquired, if there's a deal to acquire Gorecom, I'd be saying, hey guys, we're gonna have a pretty powerful unit here. Let's start thinking about uplisting. If you can answer, but I've got to ask.
Yeah, I think we said it before. It's definitely been in our conversations at a board level prior to this. One of the pieces we'd be missing to go to the TSX big board, for example, was the revenue piece. We were on our way there this year with what we've been doing with our own revenue, but we were still sort of probably missing the hurdle or the threshold of revenue. We've cleared that now. So yeah, the conversations are being had, and that's going to be a consideration going into the next year. What are our plans on uplist for sure? As
a shareholder who hasn't sold any shares, that's music to my ears. I got to tell you, all the way around. Awesome. Last couple of questions, because I just want to touch on a couple things really quickly, because we'd be remiss if we didn't. Canada, what's the latest update in the Canadian market and how that's moving along?
Yeah, it's moving along. I feel like we're in the final stages. So just this morning, we had an interview with the representatives from the AGCO, which we understand is a later stage of the process. They haven't given us times yet, so I don't know, but yeah, I think we're on track. We're well within the time frame of being an early licensee, I would imagine, because we have gone through some regimes like the UK, like Malta, and that's very favorable in their eyes. So I think the level of due diligence and digging they need to do on us is a lot lighter than some of the new entrants. So being publicly traded helps as well. They don't have to dig through a bunch of private shareholders.
Book. So you're an open book.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going well. I don't have a date, but we should be, I would imagine, be one of the early people to get licensed.
Can't wait for that. And finally, so we talked about the States, which I love, talk about Canada, and got to talk about Brazil for a second. Vamos GG. You've had some really great progress there in the last 30 days.
Yeah.
If we can just talk about that for a second, because you had that fantastic tournament, the largest CSGO event of the year. That went so well that you're going to set up your own tournament, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It seems so long ago. Getting this deal was so much work the last 3 days. But yeah, I forgot that we had to mention that. Yeah, it went really well. So we through our relationship with IMG, we got to secure the Brazilian rights, the streaming rights as a gaming provider into Brazil for the CSGO major. The first live major in a couple of years. It broke every record you could imagine on Twitch viewership, concurrent viewers. But the Brazilian stream on that was huge. So I think at one time there was as many people watching in Brazil as on the English and Russian stream at the same time. Huge esports betting market, huge CSGO fan base. We partnered with Gala as the #1 streamer there. And yeah, I would say the site just kind of blew up during that time. We had more traffic concurrently than I think we probably almost ever had on any of the sites we're a part of. So not only did we generate a lot of interest, we signed up a lot of users, we got a lot of deposits, we got a lot of activity, but we also showed again how our platform stands up to just insane traffic. At one point in under a minute, I think we had 150 people register in 1 minute. No issues there. So really positive stuff on all fronts there. And yeah, so we've decided to go ahead and do a Vamos GG Cup, picking dates and stuff right now and who's going to participate. So we're aiming for the early half of next year. So definitely more to follow there. But we really are going to put the pedal down in Brazil now after the successful sort of push we had with the tournament.
Scott, congratulations, man. Just fantastic day today, fantastic month, just with everything that's been going on with Vamos GG and the Canadian market updates, and then with this acquisition, and fantastic year. We're almost at the end of November. We're the 3rd week of November. You think we'll be having you back? Is there still more to come out of FansUnite in the next 45 days? Because you guys don't sleep.
Yeah, no, if I look tired, it's because I am. I did not sleep last night. Yeah, I think we'll be back, George, for the end of the year. We'll come back and say hi and give you an update.
All right, man. Can't wait to have you back. In the meantime, congrats. I think I speak on behalf of everybody, Scott, to you and the team. Obviously, you're the tip of the spear here, but we know you got a fantastic team behind you over there.
Great team and growing fast. I think when we merged, it was 15, 20. I think we're hitting 60 now. If you count now with the American affiliate and the Betting Hero, I mean, Betting Hero has over 200 heroes on the ground throughout the US, getting people signed up to sports books. I love that business. So yeah, we're hundreds strong now as an entire entity.
For everybody at home, listen, whether you're American or not, as a shareholder, FanDuel has given us a fantastic Thanksgiving gift to enjoy on the table. So for all the shareholders, thanks for joining us. For everyone that's new, you've been watching or even listening by podcast of Scott Burton. He's the CEO of FansUnite Entertainment, trades in Canada under fans on the US FUNFF. Do your due diligence, get to Agoracom, take a look at their profile page because they got B2B, they got B2C, they got different countries. We've got it all neatly summarized there for you. And then after that, hop over to the website, right to the FansUnite website, do your deep dive due diligence. If you believe in the future of iGaming and esports, and you want to participate at the entry level because you're too late to get into the giants, do due diligence on FansUnite. I can't tell you anything more than that, other than don't say 12 months from now that we didn't tell you so. Have a great day. To all our American fans, happy Thanksgiving. See you next time. Hey guys, this video is over, but don't forget to help your company by liking it and even leaving a comment below. And then don't forget to help yourself by subscribing to our channel and never missing another great Agoracom small cap video.